What is going on, everyone? My name is Boy and I am back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning on the left side of the map in the red color, playing as Odin. His name is OdinKing. Oh, what an exciting time to be alive. We've got somebody whose name is the god they're playing. We've never seen this before, ever. And his opponent today in the blue color, playing his set, is from the UCA clan, and his name is I Kill, You Die. The map is a Tundra, and this is a Shoutcast Sunday. Nice, friendly, rated Voobly games for your Sunday night. Got Vision getting thrown down super early just to see the map. The Ulfsark does manage to find the priest. Do we go double Ulfsark here for OdinKing? No double Ulfsark. That's super unfortunate. You normally want to do against set with Odin. You want to go double Ulfsark so you can shut down the priest before he gets onto any of the wolves or anything like that. It's super important just to get that damage down there and see what you can do. We are seeing the Ulfsark did spot the priest and he disconnected. He's going to make that move back over here again. Stop this as much as you possibly can. You don't want to have him getting arced at wolves. You don't want to let him getting any of your hunt. I think... Does this have conversion times here? Does manage to get the conversion onto the Arctic Wolf. Now this guy can kind of protect the priest until he gets another one, and then he's going to be okay here. But that's why you want to go double Ulfsark, so you can pick off the priest before. As you can see, he's on 40 HP. If you had two Ulfsarks there, then he would have been able to basically take that priest's life, or at least force him back to the town center. This is a super hard matchup for Odin as well. Odin against set. A lot of the set players nowadays are advancing really fast and then utilizing shifting sands as we're not forgetting the laborer. We're utilizing shifting sands with a couple of priests, pharaoh, free animals, and free Wadjet at like the 4-minute mark, and then they're basically going after hunt sources and going after basically villages. So anything that's far away from a garrison point here. This is kind of why you notice a lot of Norse players moving forward to like forward hunt, like moving on to say the elk here first, and then when just before 4 minutes comes in, move back to their base so that they can gather from the caribou in their base or the auroch or anything like that. But OdinKing not doing that one, and unfortunately he's going to probably be feeling a little bit of pain when this advance time comes through. We are seeing a temple coming through now for I Kill You Die, also chucking down 2 villagers on the temple. This is one of those things which I've been watching set players do this, and I just feel like it could be done in such a better way. We've got so many villagers on gold already. So maybe it's a villager rush and he needs to get out mercenary, he needs to get 400 gold or something. But the initial build, I just don't understand why set players don't put like a couple of villagers on gold really early and then build the temple earlier so they can only put one villager on gold. Oh, sorry, one villager on the temple, and then they advance at the same time except with more resources. Just a little bit of a tweak to the build. And you guess he's up advancing at 330 here, and he's just lost out on one villager worth of resources. But either way, it doesn't really matter because it's going to do a sickening amount of damage. We've also got the Arctic Wolf. He's got so many wolves to just run around and check what's going on. I think he knows that there's wood villagers here. He knows the gold's here. He probably doesn't know where the food is, so that's going to hurt a little bit, not knowing where food is. And the fact that we do have elk here is nice, to say the least, because then you can just garrison into the sentry tower. But we'll see what happens. We do see Freya is coming in awfully quick. We are at 80% Freya as opposed to the 70% onto the tar. We are moving forward as well, looking like he's going to be grabbing the Ford town center here. This is super interesting. I'm not sure I hate it, but I'm not sure I like it either, because it does allow your food resources over here to be completely open to getting raided, and this town center doesn't really secure all too much. It does kind of give you this gold mine if you chuck it up with a wall or something. We do see Valkyrie is coming in here. Pharaoh's over here as well. Got Monkey Head has been picked up. Where's the other relic over here? We've got Tower of Cetus. We've been really good in that Joe versus what's it called? Joe versus Jelly game there with that relic, but alas, not going to happen. Town center will probably go up. It's got seven villagers on this. All of these animals do die very, very fast, and they lose out on a lot of that food that they do get. Valkyrie does manage to get picked off. Pharaoh gets taken off the town center. It's going to slow this town center down just a little bit, but is going to be able to get that one up. And we do see that 2 longhouses are up, and raiding cavalry are on their way. And we've got the villagers gathering from animals now. This is a big issue with going for early second town center or early forward second town center. You have to have so many villagers on food. You can see we've got 17 villagers on food for I Kill You Die already. He's going to be chucking down the barracks. Can't really produce all too much from that because he needs to spend pretty much all of that food on villagers at this point. That's not really true. You only really need 8 villages for constant food production, so having 17 means you can produce maybe 1 barracks worth of spearmen, which is looking like what is the case, and he's maybe just going to build out a couple of them. We are seeing OdinKing. He's going to be killing off some of these caribou for I Kill You Die to hunt from. That's going to be nice of him. These ones are all killed in the same little position there, so that's going to be fine for him. But Pharaoh going to be doing a little bit of harass, raiding cavalry moving in, and that's a nice forest fire right there. Shifting Sands does get cast, going to be bringing some of these guys back into the base, including the villagers, but he is going to be losing out on that Pharaoh, which is going to hurt just a little bit. Still, no pickaxe for I Kill You Die. He's got no villagers on wood. You kind of want to get the villagers on wood a little bit early so you can start getting out spearmen, because throwing axemen can start coming out and they can pick off these spearmen very, very easily. But I guess I Kill You Die may simply just go straight for a semi-fast heroic age of the 2 town centers, but we don't see any armories coming in just yet. You do see only 100 gold as well, with only 3 villagers on gold. So he's going to be a ways away from that. It would be a good idea to simply just throw 1 villager onto an armory anyways, just because they take so long to build. And we still see we've got some more spearmen coming out now for I Kill You Die. But OdinKing, he's got the raids coming in. He's going to be able to hit some of these very, very hard. There's only a couple of spearmen here, but I guess there's just not that many units out for OdinKing just yet. You see 49 population to 53 population. So that's not something you want to see sitting on 1 town center against a 2 town center player. You generally want to be ahead on the population, because you're basically, you spent 100 food, 400 gold, or 100 food, 600 or 700 resources, or 600 resources, depending on your god. Which means your opponents should have spent those on military, basically, so they should be a little bit in front. But it looks like I Kill You Die, he's managed to pick off a lot of units for free here. Terrorset has almost made it back to the temple, but it's going to be sitting there for just a little bit longer. It's a good relic, but it's not going to be that important for the Norse player to have. It's definitely important for the Norse player to deny that relic. Seeing a little bit of raid coming in onto the food villages of OdinKing here, but there is actually maybe enough villages here that you could just turn around and fight and he wouldn't lose any of them, which may be something he's going to decide. He does have throwing axemen already over here. That's going to force I Kill You Die out of there, and he can now move on over to these Aurochs unimpeded. Feel really, really good about moving into that location there. See medium spearmen have come out. That's going to be nice. Always nice to have that little, what looks like copper mail. Not sure. Turning around and fighting here. Going to be able to pick up maybe a unit or 2, but basically get the damage on. It's fine to, it's fine though if you're Odin to get a little bit of damage onto your units, because your special ability is regenerating human units. So we can see turning around and fighting here. Maybe not the best idea. It does manage to trade 1 raiding cavalry for a spearman, or 2 and a throwing axeman, so it's less of an efficient trade, but that's okay. See more villagers getting pumped. Pharaoh's out, getting housed. That hurts a little bit. A lot of resources in the bank, and I still don't see an armory anywhere. He could have advanced by now. There we go. The armory's coming up. Unfortunately, I Kill You Die not getting up that armory till it was a little bit late. You need to be forward thinking here. OdinKing does go through Njord. I love Njord here. This is a great idea. Go Njord, get throwing axemen, get a mountain giant. Use the throwing axemen to pick off the priest, get walking woods, get the mountain giant to attack the town center with walking woods. should be able to tear that one down very, very fast. You are seeing Nephthys coming through. Definitely want to get that attack happening sooner rather than later. We do see that the Mountain Giant is coming in, and he is going to be sending in, building another Mountain Giant as well. We even see that luckily for OdinKing, the town center is focusing down the Mountain Giant first. Now we're going to see the Throwing Axemen run in now, try and pick off these priests as we said they would, and they are going to be garrisoning a little bit here. Nice micro from the priests. They're going to be getting them into the town center, but this is going to be too much at this point. A lot of these spearmen are going to be falling, and the town center does fall here. Now the Mountain Giant is coming in. A lot of those spearmen do all die as well, but unfortunately for OdinKing, OdinKing is going to be having a few ancestors to come in and fight him here, and there's not really a lot of answers here. There are walking tamaracks, and those are really strong, and they can fight back here. But it looks like we can simply just retreat through your walls if you like. You've got walls up here you can retreat through, walls over here you can retreat through, and then these ancestors are basically nullified here. And we're seeing more longhouses coming up, but I Kill You Die, throwing down a Migdol stronghold, trying to maintain the control of this location, and throwing down a back town center as well. I do like that one very, very much. Yeah, I'm going to be seeing OdinKing getting a little bit trapped here. He should try and pick off some of these priests if he can, and then run back through the wall. I like that he sent a couple of units around the side. Scorpion Men in here as well, going to be able to deal with a lot of this army here. The Walking Woods are also all picked off there from the priest, so that's nicely done there for I Kill You Die. And he's sort of managed to come back here and managed to defend here. We've got Josa the second is out to deal with this Mountain Giant. Thank you so much for the follow, Luan Ray 2016. Appreciate that one, my friend. We've got some more of these longhouses up. Feeling very, very good. Got some spearmen chilling here. Could start maybe moving forward. There's no watchtowers, so you can kind of do that. And you should realize you are set, so you should know that this is the only gold mine that your opponent can be on. You've got line of sight up here. You've got you don't have line of sight on his gold mine, but OdinKing does decide to tap out. Says GG. Well played there by I Kill You Die. This gold mine was definitely going to be going down very, very soon. And if you check out the population, wait, does it work in post game? No, it doesn't. Yeah, population here is really, really heavily in favor of our blue player. I Kill You Die. I know it's a little bit brutal there. Unfortunately, I think he had the right idea on the attack, but he didn't have any follow-up, which is the big issue here. If you use your Walking Woods, kill the town center, and they don't use ancestors, you have to realize now you have to deal with an ancestors, and you don't have frost. You don't have frost giants. So how do you deal with that? And you deal with that with good amounts of walls. And this wall up here was just not very good. He should have just simply ran straight down into this location here and then defended in here. This choke point, once he pushed through the wall, could have pushed back to the town center, saved even more stuff, and he would have been in an okay position there in order to maybe go semi-fast rag or something like that. Anyways, let's see if we can move on to another game. Having a good time.